When you're starting out in Pilates, there are certain criteria that we want to be concentrating on. So one of the main pieces about Pilates is breathing. We hear about breathing all the time. So the things to think about when we're breathing is they describe it as post-lateral breathing. And what they mean by that is you're really trying to feel the rib cage expand. That's the lateral, so to the side, and then expand to the back, and that's the post. So back and side is post-lateral. So a lot of people often breathe into the upper third of their chest. It's more of a habit. We don't want to be doing this. We want to try and fill the lower lungs of the lower lobes of the lungs. So as you're doing this, so just for example, take a nice deep breath, just naturally. And a lot of people will feel this part of their chest raise. And that's the upper third. So when we try to breathe post-laterally and into the lower lobes, we want to really feel that deep expansion. So I always think of trying to expand the rib cage. We're going to stretch into my mid-back. So there are a few exercises you can do when trying to practice breathing. Some of the exercises that we have are forward fold. So you're sitting on your sit bones about hip, and your feet are about hip width apart. Your hands are on your shins. You're going to round up and over your thighs. You're going to take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, forward fold and round over your thighs. In this position, take 3 breaths and purposely think about breathing into the back and the sides of your lungs. Then take a nice deep breath and then slowly stack the spine back up to sit up nice and tall. So again, we're going to do that again. And when you're breathing, also pay attention to your shoulders and your neck. We don't want any increased tension in the neck, and we want to avoid the shoulders raising when we take that breath. So again, breathing into the lower lobes of your lungs. So take a nice deep breath. Exhale your forward fold. Try and keep those shoulders relaxed as you take 3 nice deep breaths. Then from the base of your spine, take a nice deep breath and slowly stack back up. Good. Then we're going to actually roll backwards, still trying to imply the same principles. So you're going to take a nice deep breath, roll off your sit bones and let your hands slide down the back of your thighs. My spine is in a C shape. I'm scooped. In this position, I'm going to take 3 nice deep breaths. I'm going to take another breath and then come forward. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the abdominals, come up and over the thighs, and then stack tailbone to head. So again, when I'm doing that, I'm trying to breathe into the lower lobes of the lungs, get that stretch into the mid-lower back, and then keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. Hold this position. Keep the shoulders relaxed. 3 nice deep breaths. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, scoop the abdominals, come up and over, and then stack the spine to sit up nice and tall. So those are 2 variations as beginner exercises that you can do to practice breath. Depending on who is teaching, there are different styles of Pilates, and the breathing can vary, so that can confuse you. Try your best to follow the cues that the instructor is doing. But what is most important is that when you're breathing, you're not creating tension in your face, in your neck, and in your shoulders. So often think about your face being nice and relaxed. So if you're tensing on your exhale, that is not beneficial either, because you're going to feel the tension here and around your mouth. So again, keeping the neck nice and relaxed. As much as we don't want floppy cheeks, even thinking about the mouth and the face being relaxed is helpful. Often, even if during an exercise, I'm saying inhale this way, exhale that way, and you're struggling to do that, it's more important that you breathe naturally and keep the tension out of the head, neck, and shoulders. In specific exercises, timing of breathing will be helpful. So for example, a roll up. So I'm going to do a roll up, and the timing of the exhale helps the roll up, but also helps control the lower. So I'm lying on my back, my arms are extended overhead. Inhale, the arms come forward. As you nod your chin, you're going to exhale, scoop the abdominals, and that exhale is going to help you peel up and reach for the toes. Inhale, make sure the shoulders are down and away from the ears as you start to roll back. But use your exhale as you slowly articulate through the spine and lower down to the mat. So again, I'm going to do it without talking. Inhale as the arms come forward. So on that exercise, the exhale helps me engage my abdominals and articulate through the spine on the way up. And then it helps me control my lower on the way down. So there are times when your breathing will really benefit the exercise if you time it right. There are other times it's more important to breathe naturally and to avoid tension in the body. Therefore, listen to what the instructor is saying. If you're doing an online class, that's when you really need to listen. But if you're in person, ask your instructor if it matters. There are times when people do footwork on the reformer and the instructor says exhale out, inhale in, but they can't help but inhale in the opposite direction. To me, as long as the person is focusing on pelvic neutral, stabilizing through the pelvis, avoiding tension, that is more important than which way they breathe. So keeping those points in mind as you're going through your Pilates practice.